Scarring on the inside. Scarring on the outside. We've got damage on the fins. And here, what I checked for to make sure that this is cut, which it's not. I don't know if that was a major issue or not, but that should get cut, so I'm going to cut that. Oh, it looks like, actually, I think that might be some rod flake right there. Or some kind of contamination in there. This is one, I'm going to briefly show what the condition of these turbos are. This is a set of Vargas turbos. They actually look pretty good. One thing I'm paying attention to is these fins on the edge here. It looks like maybe we've got a couple fins that are bent down on the edges. See, that one looks straight, but to me this one looks like it might be slightly bent down. But that's not a problem. I can go back and correct that. You got a little chip there, but I can sand that back out. I check them for, side to side. Really doesn't look that bad. It looks relatively normal. Doesn't look like it's rubbing. I'm checking to pull it like through the Z-axis in and out, and I just don't feel anything there. So they look pretty good there. I guess we can check over our wastegate flap. That arm's bent down a little bit from shipping. I think that's probably in fair condition. It doesn't really look like it's, it looks like it's going to work properly the way it is. Now let's check this one. This one definitely had some type of issue. You could see where the blades have some damage down there. There's a little bit, it looks like some gouges on the side of the cover. I think it's likely completely rebuildable, so I don't think this is going to be an issue, but I can file those edges there. There's a little bit of tolerance gone, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Usually the exducer doesn't matter as much when it wears as the inducer does, as long as it's building pressure like it's supposed to. But yeah, I've dealt with that before in the past, and it hasn't been a major issue. Like one issue is I don't think I can get a replacement wheel, but I'll look into it if I can. Shaft play wise, doesn't look too major. You got that little scar in the cover. In and out. It's hard to feel anything there. There's still a possibility they may have another issue with the thrust bearings that I just can't see that. But I'll see it when I get it apart. We have a little bit of an oil leak here somewhere. I actually thought the oil leakage was probably from a piston coming apart. Let's check that flap real fast. Now that looks normal as far as I could tell. I would just go ahead and weld that right there though. I've seen them come off. I don't know if it's loose, but it can separate there. Easily weld the bottom of that too. The flap seems to be centered, so it doesn't look like it's moving. These cylinders look dry. You could see some oil in here, and it's like there's oil coming through the backside. So what I'm thinking happened here, if the turbo is leaking, it leaked back through here in shipping, but I think it's more likely that cylinder 2, I guess. I don't know if this is the front or rear. Either cylinder 2 or 5, whichever one it is, started leaking from the piston rings or the valve seals or something along those lines. I would expect there to be oil down here if the turbo is bad. I'm not seeing that. But also you have to consider the wheel touched somehow, so it looks like it needs a rebuild, but the shaft play wasn't really all that bad. Anyway, I'll go through it, see what's going on, and take some more video, and just stay tuned.